Hare Krishna. The idea that choosing God costs nothing reduces God to nothing. The idea, some people say that actually if you want to worship God, why do you need to do anything? God is in your heart and just remember Him, everything will be fine. You don't have to do any activities for Him, you do not have to parade your devotion. Yes, we don't have to parade our devotion, but we definitely need to express our devotion. And the idea, such people basically think that devotion to God costs nothing. And that is true at one level, that we don't have to spend money to devote ourselves to God. The worldly things, if we have to acquire, we need to pay for it in terms of worldly hard cash. But for God, for approaching God, we don't necessarily have to give hard cash. But the idea that there is no need to sacrifice anything for the sake of God, that we don't have to give up anything for the sake of God, that actually reduces God to nothing. Some people say that actually, if God loves me, He should just accept me as He is. Yes, God accepts us as He is, as we are also. But we cannot connect with Him, we cannot experience Him, we cannot reciprocate with Him if we stay as we are. Because our consciousness is misdirected. So when our consciousness is turned away from Krishna, and whatever we are doing right now, if we just keep doing all those things, if we are caught in say materialistic things right now, and if we keep doing materialistic things, then we cannot move on, then we cannot focus on Krishna, we cannot perceive Krishna. So the idea that we can do whatever we want and still we can be devoted to God, that reduces God to basically nothing. The Bhagavad Gita explains that God is a person, and as a person, He loves us and He wants our love. And love is expressed through actions. Love is not just a feeling in the heart, it is also a feeling that is expressed through actions. And that's why, normally, even in this world, when we love someone, we do the things that please that person, and we avoid the things that we avoid doing the things that displease that person. And that is the way we express love. So if that applies to people in this world, it should surely apply to God also. So loving anyone in this world costs us something, not necessarily in terms of money. There may be monetary costs also, but primarily it costs us that the things which that person doesn't like, we need to give up those things, and the things that person likes, we do those things. So the same principle applies to God. And that's why Krishna says that if we want to attain Him, what is the cost? He says in 9.34, Manmana bhav mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuru mam evaishyasi sat yuktvaivam atmanam mat parayanaha. So he says, Manmana, think of me, bhav mad bhakto, become my devotee, madhyaji, worship me, offer your homage unto me, offer your obeisances to me, mam namaskuru, mam evaishyasi, you will come to me, yuktvaivam atmanam. If you are engaged in this way, matparayanaha, being devoted to me. So Krishna says that we have to follow a process which fixes our mind on Him, by which we become our devotees, and we follow the process in which we offer obeisances and homage to Him. So certainly Krishna in the same chapter earlier has talked that He does not care about material, about whether the offerings that we make to Him are materially grand. Even if we have nothing, we can offer Him just Patram Pushpam Phalam Toyam Yo Me Bhaktya Prayachati Tadam Bhakti Uparitam Ashnami Prayatatmanaha. That we can just offer Him a leaf, a flower, a fruit, or just a glass of water, and He will be satisfied with that. He says, I'll accept that Ashnami. But what Krishna wants us is that Bhaktya. This should be offered in devotion, and devotion is expressed as the emotion of our heart. So Krishna wants our heart. And wherever our heart is, our actions are shaped accordingly. So, and as our actions are shaped, our heart also gets shaped accordingly. That's why certainly there may or may not be a financial cost to devotion, but there is a cost in the sense that the things which drag our heart away from Krishna, we give up those things, and the things which take our heart towards Him, we embrace those things. And by this, by this dynamism in our actions, we move onwards towards Krishna and we attain Krishna. And we need to reject the notion that turning to God doesn't cost us anything, because then we may claim that I have devotion, but we will not have any experience of God, because we are not treating God as a person. We are not treating God as a person. We are just treating Him as nothing. And when we treat Him as nothing, then our emotions with Him about Him also are like emotions for nothing, and the emotions themselves get reduced to nothing, and then the transformation that we experience is also nothing. But when we choose to sacrifice for God, we experience higher taste, then our life becomes transformed, our heart becomes transformed, and we break free from the lower self-defeating pleasures of this world, and we become absorbed in higher happiness that lasts forever. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Hare.